Welcome to Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor, and we're kicking off our news show with the following stories for this week. Georgia Lash meets with the Sun City vets. Our news crew attended the Ceramic Club's pottery show. And later in the program, we meet another new addition to our Sun City TV team. Sun City News starts now.
This is Sun City News. With our news team bringing you stories from Sun City and the Low Country. Taking the lead with entertainment news. And on deck is our sports report. Sun City News, from people you know, about people you know. This week's SCTV News starts now.
The Sun City veterans had the extraordinary experience of hearing from retired Lieutenant Colonel Alex Pelpat, who made history as the commander of the last flights out of Afghanistan.
Colonel Pelpat, first of all, thank you for 22 years of military service you gave to our country.
Appreciate it.
Now, you've been here this evening. You've talked to our veterans about the key role you played in a historical event. You've had some years now. How do you reflect on that experience every day?
First and foremost, the amazing leadership displayed by so many of our young people. And I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of veterans through giving talks like this and traveling and meeting people. And what unites us all in all of our stories is that same thing, that so much of the burden of combat and chaos is placed on those who are in their early 20s and sometimes teenagers. And so when I look back on that is what I am constantly amazed by, is in spite of that chaotic situation that was thrust upon us, the amazing job our military did to find paths to thrive in that chaos.
Now, what do you think the normal civilians like me should understand about the discontinuation of service that we had of our military efforts in Afghanistan? How should we look at that?
Unfortunately, I think the perception is that Afghanistan was a failure. And, I understand people have strong feelings either way. I'm very disappointed with the way that it ended. I'm very disappointed with the fact that it was political decisions by, in my opinion, leaders who are putting themselves ahead of the country. And so I think a lot of Americans are right in feeling the way they do about how our country ended. But if we're going to put a positive spin on it, I'm going to go back to what I just said. I mean, think about what the military had to do. We didn't cause that problem. We found a way over 17 days. I think a lot of people forget it was a 17-day operation, right? And over that 17 days.
This evening, a gentleman asked you, we as retirees, what can we do to support the military and to help? You've given us some good ideas. Would you share that with our viewers, though?
But there are so many organizations that still require our help. There's no reason we should ever stop serving. I served for 22 years. What I've learned, and in talking to so many vets, I know they feel the same way, is that I just wasn't made to sit on the sidelines. I think there's still a fight going on for this country, and so I decided to go do something about it, and I think people can too. There's a wonderful organization right here in this area of Beaufort called OPFOB, Operation FOB. And what this organization does, I don't think there's anything like it in the country. We're still losing 22 veterans a day to suicide. There are a lot of organizations that tackle that aspect. What OPFOB is doing is meeting our veterans before we get to the precipice of wanting to do something terrible. And so getting involved with OPFOB, they need the help. I mean, as a nonprofit organization, if you're afar and can't be here physically, they need funding. Write a check, see what you can do. Send an organization, look up what they're doing, and send an organization like this money to help them accomplish their mission, because they are making a tremendous impact in the veteran community.
In a very different way. We've actually been out there filming.
Great.
We're going back out to see and actually talk to some of the people that come in on their Saturday sessions.
Yes.
To hear more from Lieutenant Colonel Alex Pelpat's outstanding military career, please make sure to tune into our Community Connection show. We went to the Ceramic Club to report on their inaugural Ceramique exhibition. Let's watch the video. Well, I'm here with Terry Smith. And Terry, you're the committee chair of this magnificent event. Tell us about this event.
Well, it was kind of our brainchild after we attended a series in Savannah at a clay company there. And I thought, we have such talented people in our studio. Why can't we do the same thing? So I put it out there to the membership, and they were enthusiastic and willing to, go with it with us. And this is what happened.
Okay, now, what is this event called? This is something new.
Okay, our event is called Ceramique, the Art of Clay, and we're going to do different themes each year. This year, it's all about cups and how do you want to fill your cup. And we stuck with a very simple theme so that the people could expound on their ideas as far as the vessels. So you can see cups can be simple or they can be very complicated.
Some of these are absolutely magnificent. The talent here in Sun City always amazes us.
I agree.
Now, is this something you're going to be doing every year, just like Creative Vision does?
We're hoping to do it every year. We do plan on changing the theme each year, possibly repeating themes, but we have so many talented people in our club with so many different talents, not just mugs, but other types of pottery, and we want to be able to highlight all of those as well.
Okay. Tell us about the participating artist in this beautiful, beautiful display.
We have all different skill levels in our club. We have people who have degrees in ceramics and pottery who are so willing to share their knowledge and everything they know about pottery. We have free classes. Every member is required to take a mug class and learn how to make a mug, which teaches them basic skills so that they can use those skills to create other things. And I think just having all of the talented and experienced volunteers in our club that are willing to share helps our members produce, beautiful things.
Okay. And tell us about your members. How many members do you have in the Pottery Club?
Right now, I believe we have close to 400. We may be a little over that. So there's so many different ideas, and it's such a good community as far as people inspiring each other and sharing their ideas and encouraging others. Some of the people who participated today were not really interested because they said, "Oh, my stuff's not good enough," and we encouraged them and they really stepped up, and I think they were surprised and their confidence levels rose because of the encouragement of our members.
Okay, well, Terry, this is a beautiful exhibition.
Thank
Good
you.
luck on your first time. Still more to come. Georgia Lash attended the recent Meet the Author event. Kathy Salkowitz chats with the Sun City Mountain Strings.
The February edition of In Our Neighborhoods had two events at the Lake House. One was a music trivia night. We had so much fun at this event, and we gave you, the viewers, an opportunity to try to guess the songs. The second event that we held at the Lake House was a chili cook-off contest. And let's just see how competitive these neighbors were. And the third event featured our very own SCTV personalities, Norma Taylor and Georgia Lass. And they gave us some really unique ideas for refreshments for your Valentine get-togethers.
At the recent Meet the Author event, Lynn and Celie Selden returned to Sun City with their latest travel book, which brings us adventure ideas that are close to home. Reporter Georgia Lash enjoyed her latest sit-down with the pair.
Oh, welcome, Seal and Lynn. We are so happy to have you back, and the table just keeps giving us more that we can enjoy from you. But we are going to talk about your special new travel publication today, and under the guise or the banner of this 100 Things You Can Do Before You Die in Different Geographies, you have given us already Savannah. You were here with the Charleston book. What prompted you to hone in on such a local geography that we're lucky to be in?
That's a great question. We just hated the idea that people would just drive straight from Charleston to Savannah and not stop and smell the roses. So we wanted to give people the opportunity to see what the low country area between Charleston and Savannah has to offer, because there's so much culture and history and landscape here that we just didn't want people to just drive right by. So we wanted to give them a taste of what we get to live in every day. So we asked the publisher, what do you think about 100 Things to Do in the South Carolina Low Country? Well, he's always looking for content, so he said, sure. And that's how it was born.
These are a unique travel guide done in a particular style. Help those who aren't familiar navigate. What's the best way when we take this book home tonight? How should we use it?
Fortunately, the publisher has put together a format that divides the book into 5 categories. So there's food and drink, music and entertainment, culture and history, sports and recreation, and shopping and fashion. So it automatically helps the reader. If they're interested in history, they can just go to the culture and history section. If all they want to do is eat their way through the Low Country, they can go to food and drink. So it really can be handled any way that the reader wants to engage with the book. There's also in the back activities by season and suggested itineraries based on interest. So there's a history buff, there's a couples, there's a family. So if you've got specifics that way, you can just go to that section in the book and see all the different options for that interest.
I might just insert, I've gotten this latest version digitally, and it really, when you're talking about going around to navigate through the book, it is well done.
That's great.
Very well done. So again, we're excited about all these things. Now, Lynn, you and Seal are Low Country residents. So I have to ask, is that an asset or a liability when you put the book together? Like, was it too familiar? What do you think?
Definitely an asset. We found that we discovered new things, even though we had been, I guess, full-time here 5 or 6 years by then, but we found so many new things. So it was an asset being here and then getting out on the road and finding a lot of things that surprised us.
Can you just sneak us one of the surprise discoveries that you did add to the book that you weren't even aware of?
There were at least a dozen, so that was really cool. For a restaurant, a place that we had been hearing about for years, but we hadn't been, way out in the country, up near Walterboro, a place called Riser's Pork and Produce. And it's a farm that opened his own restaurant, and he's great. The owners are great. And it's, meat and 3 kind of place with a buffet. So that was one. And the other is more of a category. The history of the Low Country is phenomenal. And we have a lot of history entries from the Gullah history, Reconstruction, Civil War. It just goes on and on. So that side was a surprise to us, even though we lived here.
Thank you for the time you spent with us, though.
Thanks, Georgia.
Now, to hear more from these authors, tune into our February Meet the Author Show. Ever wonder how much fun it would be to bring your string instruments and join in a weekly jam session? Well, our reporter, Kathy Salkowitz, met with Bobby Logan, leader of the Mountain Strings Group, for information on how you can join in the group or simply stop by and enjoy the music.
Bobby, as leader of Mountain Strings, can you tell us a little bit about the group?
We are a group that has a wide variety of abilities. We have people that are just starting on instruments. We have people that have been playing for years and years, people that have earned money playing their instruments. We have people that play the mountain dulcimer, hammered dulcimer, banjo, guitar, dobro guitar, ukuleles, just all kinds of acoustic stringed instruments. It is a wonderful group of people, beginning, intermediate people. It's just terrific. And we meet every Tuesday morning here in Pinckney Hall, and we meet from 8:30 until 11:30. We take a break at 10. People come and go all morning.
So it's kind of like a jam session every week.
That's exactly what it is. We go around the room, we pick songs. I have no idea what they're going to pick. We have over 500 songs in our repertoire. We have a little bit of gospel, a little bit of mountain music, Celtic. We do waltzes. We do whatever they pick, we play.
Well, who picks them? Do you have a set program?
No, I do not. We go around the room, and whatever they pick, we play. And sometimes
we haven't played that song in forever, and maybe it doesn't sound so great, but we laugh and chuckle and move on to the next one and have a great time.
Is there any training at all, or do you kind of have to know what you're doing?
You do not have to know what you're doing. And if they want lessons, we'll find somebody to give them lessons. I give mountain dulcimer lessons, but if they want to learn how to play the guitar, somebody would give them some tips and pointers, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Love that. So if you're interested in playing, show up, bring your instrument. What a wonderful group. I know we've got some music for you, so thank you so much for letting us come and listen in.
All right. Thank you so much for having us.
Now next week, we will interview the winners of the event. Still much more ahead on Sun City News. Randy Selman has an entertainment report. We meet another new member of our SCTV team. And Mike Romano's here with sports to report. So make sure you come on back.
February is the month of love, and Sun City TV loves bringing you news from in and around our Sun City boundaries.
Please tune in to our February episode of Extra, where you'll love learning what's going on from the people in the know.
Now you'll get some important updates from Beaufort and Jasper counties. You'll hear the straight story on some recent Sun City safety issues.
And you'll learn about the new segments you'll soon see on our Sun City TV News.
Thank you for watching Extra. Cable viewers, please check our program listings on the Sun City website. And most conveniently, you can always catch us on our YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing.
Randy Selman attended the preview of the Arts Center's opening of The Play That Goes Wrong and had an opportunity to speak with Blake White, the director of the play. Let's hear what Blake had to say.
So, welcome back to the Arts Center, Blake.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Was it your call?
My call?
To get me back here?
Of course.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anything for you.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about The Play That Goes Wrong.
The Play That Goes Wrong is an extremely serious, important play that has 0 laughs. Everything goes perfectly every single night. We have rehearsed this and rehearsed this and rehearsed this and rehearsed this to where everything is neat and tight as a pin. And I promise you, no matter what happens when you come, you will not see a single mistake. You will not see anything that goes wrong. Frankly, I don't know what they were thinking when they named the play.
Yeah,
I think it was just a ruse.
Right. I think
The Play That Goes Right was the original title, but I think there was some sort of rights issue.
Well, now that you've told us a little bit about it, tell us a little more about it.
A little more. Play That Goes Wrong is about a very, very well-intended group of community theater actors who are putting on a show. And if you've ever done theater in your life, you know that all of us, no matter what level of talent or professionalism or otherwise, we always have the same intentions, which is to put on the best show possible. And sometimes it just doesn't happen the way that we want it to go.
I know that.
Do
Personally, yes, I do.
All right. Well, me too.
But directing a farce is difficult in my head anyway, because of the timing. It has to be spot on.
Yes.
And I mean, nothing can really go wrong. It
Right.
has to be spot on.
Right.
How are your actors handling that? And also the physicality of the show.
Not good.
Oh,
It's not good.
is this the comedy show?
No, the actors that we have, there are 8 people on stage and 3 people also in the ensemble. who are also covering all the roles. They are fantastic. They come from all over the country. The Art Center does an amazing job of bringing together an incredible pool of talent that come to visit us here in Hilton Head, and we're incredibly lucky to have them here. It has been an absolute joy to work on this play with them, but you're right, it's tricky. There's a lot of timing things, there's a lot of very specific things that hopefully the audience won't even notice, but in order for the comedy to be right, it has to work a very specific way.
Yeah. To tell the people at home that don't know, you were the founder of the Lean Ensemble.
Who on earth would not know that?
Well, let's pretend that they don't know.
Okay.
And answer the question. And and you were also you also direct at the Lean Ensemble.
I do.
And act.
I do.
And do all those things. So how does directing here at the Art Center different from the Lean Ensemble?
It's not that different, because the Art Center, Lean Ensemble, any well-intended performing arts organization has the same goal, which is to bring people into their organization, bring people into the house of the theater to give them the best show possible.
The Play That Goes Wrong runs from January 28th till February 22nd. For more information and tickets, call 843-842-8727.
New SCTV reporter Denise Cesare is bringing SCTV News a special segment each month. Georgia Lash sat down with Denise to get a preview.
Sun City TV was very lucky to be at Club Fair in 2025 because, Denise, at that fair we met you and you decided to join Sun City TV that day. What motivated you? Was it my persuasive speech?
So I'll tell you what persuaded me. What persuaded me was I felt like I knew you, because after watching episodes and different segments at home before we moved here, it was amazing because it got us, myself and my husband, to really understand what Sun City was all about and the community. You could watch all the real estate videos you want. They're not giving you the in-depth, behind-the-scenes look of what's here.
Oh, now, you not only joined us, but now you've decided that one of the projects you want to take on is creating a brand new segment. So you're a new reporter and a new producer. All right, so you've got a new segment for us and you're bringing us all this new energy. What have you got planned?
Okay, so what I have planned, what I thought about is I'm an author and educator, and I want to bring together those two things as a storyteller and teaching to have our community get to know each other, getting to know our neighbors. So that is really what I want to do, bringing all this fascinating information. Maybe you haven't come across someone that you would be like, maybe I want to be friends with that person.
And I'll tell you, as we go out with our microphones and our camera people, we do find those people and their stories need to be told. So what is it about the subject that really calls to you? Why did you pick that?
Getting to know our neighbors. I picked it because I think that we don't know, this Sun City is a small town. How are we going to get involved and figure out what to do, who to meet, where to go? So I'm gonna bring you behind the scenes, getting to know our neighbors.
And I'll tell you, you're going to find some interesting stories that we're going to get to hear because of that. I did just hear something interesting at a meeting I was at today, and that is if Sun City were to be incorporated as a city, we'd be the 29th biggest city in South Carolina.
Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Who knew that we were this big?
I didn't, but I know because of you and bringing all this information to our viewers, and I want more viewers. That's what we want to give our Sun City neighbors some fun stuff.
Okay, now, speaking of that, how are our viewers going to be able to see this segment?
Okay, so during the weekly news, you're going to talk about it, but this will be a monthly segment where our viewers can see it and get excited about knowing what they're going to be involved in or learn about.
And I think it's such a creed to the people that we're going to honor with these presentations. So I know you'll have a whole lineup of people, and as people probably watch this, they'll be calling you and asking you, hey, would you like to do this story? But if I were to pick a subject, I have to tell you, you'd be one of the best subjects that could be on this Getting to Know Our Neighbors.
Now let's head over to Mike Romano for some sports news.
Hello, sports fans. The Pickleball Club recently held a waterfall tournament. Let's listen as Tournament Director Steve Lerner explains the tournament concept.
I'm with Steve Lerner, and Steve, what is your title?
So I'm the chairman of the competitive committee for the Sun City Pickleball Club.
It's a long
It's a long, it doesn't fit on a business card.
Yes. Tell me a little bit about the waterfall tournament, which is going to be starting here today.
Sure. So our committee likes to run events about once every month or two to allow the club members a chance to get a little more taste of competition, to help build up their ratings, within the Duper rating system. So that way, if they play in the Low Country tournament here in April, which we host, sponsored by Hardyville, Novant Health, and Optum Orthopedics, they play in that tournament, they'll have a legitimate rating, or if they go outside of Sun City to play in leagues or other tournaments, they'll have a solid rating. So events like the Waterfall are designed to help our Sun City Club members build their ratings.
How many players do you expect?
So the way a waterfall draw works is you start with exactly 16 teams. So at 4 o'clock, we'll have 16 women's teams, 16 men's teams at 6 o'clock. And then as they win or lose, they go in different directions. So it's also called a compass draw. So ultimately, you'll have 4 different groups of 4 playing for medals. So 12 of the 16 teams will walk out with medals in either the highest division or the lowest division.
How long does the tournament last?
So each one should take 2 hours or less.
Oh, okay. So you'll have it all
completed today.
We also caught up with one of the participants, Rhonda Osborne.
With me is Rhonda Osborne, and Rhonda is a participant in the waterfall tournament today, starting in just a few minutes. Rhonda, why are you participating?
Well, Debbie and I have a partner. Debbie and I love doing the in-house things. It's just a whole lot of fun with the other ladies. We also play in the league outside of Sun City, but we love doing this because everybody here is super nice, and it is a lot of fun.
Have you played, did you play pickleball before you came to Sun City?
I did. I started pickleball when I was in Ohio, but when I moved to Sun City, it ramped up like tenfold. It was, everybody here was playing, and so now I play about 7 days a week.
Congratulations to all the winners. One reminder, the Sun City Women's Tennis Organization is holding its annual Food for Love drive benefiting Bluffton Self-Help. The drive begins February 5th and runs through February 12th. Non-perishable food items are most appreciated. Donations can be dropped off at the big white collection box outside the logo building. Well, that's it for sports. It's now time to get outside and enjoy some fun. For Sun City Sports, I'm Mike Romano.
That's our show for this week. Thank you for watching. Catch us on cable on our YouTube station, where we invite you to click like and subscribe. To see expanded coverage of some of our SCTV stories, tune into our monthly show Extra. And if you have questions and comments, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. But make sure you check us out every week for what's happening in your community. For Sun City News, I'm Norma Taylor.